Well, I was leaving London and I thought I had a video done, and I went to upload it and it was gone. Where it went, my phone ate it. I'm not really sure. So I'll do it again. I guess a little more condensed version. I left London. A little disappointed in the last race. You know, obviously you don't want to see a horse get hurt. A horse get hurt, we need to pull up. Just the way it is in Ontario. I think we were in a good spot with My Mini Miracle. It turned out after she popped a quarter crack left front. Yankee Glides, I've had a lot of them. They always have foot issues, like, oh, quarter crack, quarter crack. So we'll probably move. I think I might move to put the razor pads back on her for a little bit. It's not like she wasn't trotting good with them on, and they're clearly going to help her, so I'll probably put them back on, do a tiny bit of vet work on her and clean her up. Both her and Simbo, she was trotting good up to that point, but I do want to make a few little changes. Simbo was a little flat tonight. He's got heel scratches, which leads me to believe there's a little heat in his feet also. Maybe we'll put the razor pads on him and really work on those heels, see if we can get them cleaned up. Overall, he raced okay. Listen, we had 3 seconds and a pull-up tonight. Dominic's horse, a little flat, finished fourth, but hour 3, I'll rewind to the start of the thing. Isa 10, we were debating on putting her in the first leg of the Iron Maiden series. I wish we had of now. Actually, that's not fair. Her blood come back a little bit odd. There was a few markers that were a little screwed up in her blood. Her differential was flipped. Her neutrophils and monocytes were flipped, which usually is an indicator that a horse is getting sick or getting over the virus. I don't think she's getting over it. I think she's getting a little sick. So we don't really want to race her and then rush her over to Northfield Park. We would use the Iron Maiden as a prep for the season coming, right? For the stake season coming. I was very, very happy with the way she raced tonight. Isa 10 is a stubborn, what the hell? Stubborn animal, was real hot and interfering a lot and hitting herself when she was young. What I saw tonight was a very focused and composed filly that did her work well, followed well. Getting into the last turn last week, I stayed where I was because I felt that it was a good start for her. It's a good start to her career. I could have backed her out around them and taken her on with them, and I might have won. But I said, no, I'm going to stay here, roll the dice. If I don't get out, I'll get them next week. This week, same type of thing takes place. Scott Coulter's on the front. He looks done. Brett McDonald wheels up alongside him. Looks like he's going to go by in the last turn. And just as I went to back her out, I was going to back her out around them to this week, Brett's horse started putting a step and rolled off stride. And it's almost like I could hear Isa 10 snicker and say, look, dummy, 2 weeks in a row? Wow. So 2 weeks in a row she could have won, I think, and both weeks were my fault. So, but she raced very, very, very professional, very calm and collected tonight. The way that she raced, I was very, very proud of her. So we opted not to put her in the first leg of the Iron Maiden. We'll race her there in the next leg. It's not the end of the world. We'll get a crack at them next week, the following week. Now, I guess the question is, where do we race her this week? Do we race her this week? Do we give her a week? Do we go back to London? Do we go to Flamborough? Do we go to Ohio? I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. But it looks like we're going to have a lot of fun with her this summer. If she doesn't trot 57 and she's just a horse, we're going to have a lot of fun with her in the Buckeyes and the Fairs. And if she can really come forward, who knows? Sky's the limit. I was very, very happy with her tonight. She's quite a, from where I trained Sweet on Pete in 56 and 4 by herself at Northfield Park. There is quite a wide berth between where Isa 10 is and where Sweet on Pete is. But there's nothing saying that she can't close the gap. So, very proud of her tonight. And, the other filly, Better Be Sorry, very disappointed. Here's a filly that's squandering her talent. And that's the reality of it. And people can say, oh, her feet are sore, you need to do this, you need to do that. At the end of the day, it's as simple as this. She doesn't want to put forth a full effort all the time, right? My Mini Miracle, a quarter crack tonight, you wouldn't know it in the race, right? You wouldn't know it at all. Isa 10 blood wasn't perfect tonight. She showed up to race. Better Be Sorry is a very a weak-minded individual. She doesn't put forth that full effort. Listen, she's going to make a nice racehorse. Both her and Captain Mike D are in the sale, and there will be no reserve on those horses. None. I think she's going to make a decent overnight horse for someone. She'll kick around. If somebody in Ontario buys her, she'll do well in the City of London series and the Prospect series. Who knows? Maybe she'll get a little bit better and be a grassroots filly. I just don't think she is. I don't think she's a sire stake or a grassroots filly. I think she's an overnight filly, which might be good for somebody, but it's not what we're looking for. And further to that point, you know, I would like to be surrounded with horses that work as hard as everybody does in the barn, right? And Better Be Sawyer is just present. Just present. You know, you could put flip-flops on her, maybe your feeder. Maybe it could be a lot of things that could help her, but at the end of the day, she still should put forth a better effort than she did tonight. So, you know, yeah, if you're out there and you're thinking of buying her, because a lot of people watch these videos, you know, I wouldn't shy away from her. I would maybe put flip-flops on her, and definitely don't race her on the front. She's not good on the front, but I thought tonight those weren't good horses. They just weren't. You know, 29-3, a minute 4/5. Mile and 2-1, she should have been able to put them away. So a little disappointed with her tonight, but it's a long year. It's a long year. I'm sure she'll do okay for whoever buys her. As I said, Isa 10 raced very well. Better Be Sawyer, not really. Stonebridge Simba raced adequate. Not really. He's not on the top of his game either. As I said, heel scratches, they're bothering him right now. His feet must be a little warm. We'll put razor pads both on My Mini Miracle. We'll put them back on her and put the razor pads on Stonebridge Simba also. I talked to Cindy tonight. I'll check in with her tomorrow. We just got to get those heels under control, and I think you'll see Simba show back up. Our Simba show back up. So a decent night, 3 seconds, nothing to complain about. You know, we had a great week coming in with the trotters. Raced great last night, trot 56, both Unbeatable Kemp and Resolute Bay. Great mile for them. I did my video before, Don't Believe Me, Just Watch race. Now I talked to Scotty. He said, thought he was a winner a couple of times in the mile, but, you know, that's how horses look when you put them in where they belong. Don't Believe Me, Just Watch a nice horse in his depth, in his class, in his lane, so to speak. Stay in your lane. He's not a condition horse. He's a claimer. He's a condition claimer. I think he might be safe in there because that's a pretty high end. 18,000. That's where he can race. There's no, well, we'll race him in the 20 here or the 25 there. He's an 18. He's actually probably a 15. So the fact that he can do as well as he can in that class, that's a great class for us. Hang out in there for a while as long as they'll let us. I suspect to be knocking on the door in there every week. You know, as I said, nice horse. Get him in with his kind. He's going to look good. As I said, had a great week in Ohio. Patrick was good. I think at least Patrick is home here now with no free lunch. They're going to race at Mohawk next week. They're going to race at Mohawk next week. At least Patrick fits in numbers of 5 or 80. Great class for him. He'll only fit at one time. Then we'll have another conversation. Where are we racing Patrick next? Stay close. You're going to see him show up a week from Monday. They don't race Easter Sunday. A week from Monday at Northfield Park. You're going to see Stay Close show up. Excited about that. I know a lot of people said, oh, he's a big horse. Is he going to get around half? He shouldn't. Just with his gait, I think he will. I think he'll like Northfield Park. We'll find out. Find out very soon. I think he'll do well. So that'll be a Monday. Now, everything that's coming up, Slim Jimmy and Sweet on Pete are going to the Hackett. I don't think I'm going to go to the Hackett. You know, both those horses are dialed in right now, and anybody can drive either of them, I believe. And when you look at what's waiting for us here in the Hackett, hopefully of Tom, if she get her qualified this week, get 1-2 skip a few, figure out what's wrong with her and work on that issue. Get her back in the second leg of the Iron Maiden. We'll also get Isa 10, second leg of the Iron Maiden. We'll get we have Procrastinator racing in there. Confederate Cruiser will be in there. We'll see how Matt's MVP does this week. He could make his way back to Ohio a little early. Just so much going on, and then we got our big heavy hitters who will be qualifying this week. One of them anyway, for sure. Taiwan An was good today. You get to see her in action next week. But Bomb Hugger is making her first of 2 qualifiers this coming Thursday. So I'll be in Ohio the next couple of weeks on Wednesdays and Thursdays. But I think as far as Miami Valley, Brett Miller, Chris Page, and any of those guys down there do a good job, right? Tony Hall's down there, Josh Sutton, any of those guys will be just fine. Will be just fine with me. So that's where we're at right now. Very happy, as I said, with Isa 10 tonight. I think everybody else, we can work on the other ones. We will be selling Captain Mike Dio and Better Be Sawyer on Monday. They'll be leaving us Monday. I believe the sale ends at 3 o'clock. I have looked at the sale. There are 1 or 2 horses I'm looking at also. Constantly looking to improve our position in horse racing. It's hard also because we've so many pretty good sophomores coming back right now. We don't want to buy a horse that's going to interfere with what we're trying to do. As it is right now, we're going to have to start moving some horses around. So those are good problems to have. We got a lot of really nice horses, a lot of good things going on right now. And I was... What is that? Am I going to blow up? Oh, I got a stopwatch in my pocket. Must have been from Mohawk. That's how busy I am. Don't even know what a stopwatch in my pocket. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. You'll have your videos this week. We'll start doing those tomorrow. Hopefully get a little bit of training in tomorrow. Even if we train tomorrow, we're coming back Tuesday. So if we do train a little bit tomorrow, it's supposed to rain, but if by chance it doesn't at Tamiko Training Center, a lot of slow miles will go on tomorrow. Tuesday, I have the drone supposed to be here. It went from a beautiful day, sunny and 18, to a chance of rain all day. Hopefully we can get all this done for you because from what I can see at the training center, the ones that I've been working with that haven't been perfect of late were very, very good this week. So with that, I will talk to you all very soon. I hope you had a great week. Hope you had a great Friday. And I hope you have a great rest of the weekend. Take care, everybody.